range of my divine voice. It is I, Patah. I have stepped out of the chains that normally bind me to going live, chains that I have placed on myself, tied to a specific app or this specific app or that specific this and that specific that. I have stepped off of those and away. Oop, come back in. I'm still getting, we still get used to this app as we make these adjustments. Thank you so much for coming in. Peace and prosperity to you. And really, although of course I am sharing this piece of the journey, this piece of the transition with everyone, as we can all physically see, this moment in time, this next 10 minutes of meditation is really just for me. As we make this adjustment, as we go into the unknown, I remember the very first video I filmed, or I should say, very first live I filmed. And then I also remember the very first time I started filming the Ground and Daily show. January 1st of this year. I had heard the call in about a week before. I made the decision and I said to myself, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to make sure I'm live every single day of this calendar year to provide this loving peace and prosperity experience for anyone and everyone listening. Allow my voice to quite literally channel the energy that you see around me right now, this nature loving positive energy. And I stepped out on TikTok. I had a few friends who, because I had kind of promoted myself a little bit saying that I was going to be doing it, I had a few friends that came in real quick just to kind of show a little love, like, hey, I see you online, congratulations, kind of thing. And then about maybe about 2 to 5 minutes in, it was crickets. And initially it made me uncomfortable because it just was new. But I realized in that moment, for myself at least, and of course I can't say that this is necessarily the case for everyone, right? But I realized in that moment for myself that speaking to 100 people, speaking to 1,000 people, speaking to 1 million people, speaking to one person in comparison, speaking to physically no one, but vibrationally millions, that it was the same exact thing. It was the same exact feeling. It was the same exact frequency. Because it wasn't just about not being able to physically interact with anyone while I was there, right? Because no one is here with me right now. It's just me and this tree and the grass I'm standing on, right? The tree hears me. It appreciates me. It feels my energy and love. Just like that little gust of wind feels my energy and love. And of course, like the earth itself I'm standing on can feel the love and passion and energy in my voice as I am directly connected to it. But what does it mean to use my energy to promote that through this electronic device I'm holding in my hand? What does it mean to look outside of myself and outside the moment, and instead of worrying about holding this phone and possibly switching hands because I need to do some more arm day, it's about understanding and appreciating that someone else is going to randomly hear this message. Someone else is going to feel and appreciate this message. And so I had to train my mind in that moment then on January 1st to look beyond the numbers, look beyond the technology, look beyond what I could see with my own eyes physically. And as my namesake, McFly, references to, go back to the future, go back to the future and tap into what will happen later down the road. The visions and dreams that I had pieced together just so to be just enough delusional so that no matter what was going on, I would recognize and appreciate and treat the situation as if millions and millions of people were watching. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Peace and prosperity to you. Thank you all so much for I'm about to say tapping the screen, but we on a different app now. Thank you all so much for being here. Peace and prosperity to you all. And again, we now transition to this new app of spending more of our time. An app that I really was probably more destined to be with and spend time on originally in the first place. But everything happens in divine timing. Everyone is where they're supposed to be. Hey, Lighting Squad. Peace and prosperity to you, Lighting Squad. Everybody is where they're supposed to be, allowing ourselves to flow energetically. In this very moment, I am making a transition from a place that I was very comfortable, from a place that I had built a understanding, a place where I have built this beautiful, wonderful community, which still loves and supports me. I still love and support them. Hey, Rachel, peace and prosperity to you. I went from that comfort zone and space to this space, and I did it because it was necessary. The same way I went live initially because it was necessary, not understanding all of the results, not understanding everything that happens, but making sure that I'm a part of the impact, making sure that I use my voice in a way that only I can and bring out some love and some magic for the world to love, fear, excuse me, feel and tap into. And so now we here and we start again. We start fresh. We allow ourselves, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. We allow ourselves the opportunity to go where we haven't been before, to take it to a mode and a moment that is still beyond my own imagination, but still tied to. Because if you have followed me from TikTok to here now, you've heard me say on many, many occasions that millions of people will hear this voice, millions of people will see these videos, millions of people will be uplifted by what we're doing here. Long before we reach those numbers, we reach those numbers. Not just a manifestation, but because it is necessary, because that is the goal. So on our first day here dedicated, we just want to take a moment and remember what we've come through so that we can make that adjustment and bring it forward here as well. Because we love where we are, we love who we are. And a part of who we are right now is still attached to where we come from. We're going to take those moments, we're going to take those loving, positive things, and we're going to move forward with them in a way that allows us to build something new, something beautiful, something magical all over again. Tapping into that excitement, tapping into that little bit of worry and anxiety, because again, it's out of our comfort zone. I'm a Taurus. I like comfort zones, but also I love the excitement of bringing this passion and love to new people. So if you're one of those new people, make sure you comment for me. Let me know that you're here. Subscribe because we'll be here every single day. And I love you all, and I thank you all so much for coming in and sharing this magical moment with me as we continue our journey, as we continue our mission of 365 days of grounding every single day on live to provide this peace and prosperity experience for anyone and everyone listening. I love you all, and I thank you all so much for coming by, even if it was just for a second. If you got to enjoy and appreciate this uplifting, positive energy, please subscribe. Please come back. We will see you again soon. Until then, peace and prosperity to everyone.